The federal government has done almost everything to help states improve elections and voter turnout during the last several decades. We've spent billions of dollars to encourage states to streamline voter registration, buy better voting machines, shorten lines at the polls, and produce more accurate, timely results. Despite all this, we have failed. 2012 election results were over 3 weeks late. If the election had been closer, America could have been leaderless, as we were for a while in 2000. It's as if the states have a deliberate policy to keep most Americans from voting, and the feds are helpless to help. If you believe that more citizens should vote, then we're going to need major legal changes, and we're going to need the help of the bar, including the Nashville bar. One idea is mandating voting, but I believe that coercion would probably backfire. America has a genius for volunteerism, Tennessee in particular. Or we could nudge people toward voting by penalizing people who fail to show up at the polls, like in Australia, or rewarding those who do. But this would be intrusive and probably expensive. Or we could simply clear out the obstacles to voting. My preference is to clear out the obstacles. Under my proposal, for the first time in our history, Americans would have an explicit constitutional right to vote. My text for the so-called 28th Amendment could not be simpler. The right of adult citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state. Period. This proposed amendment bans voter suppression, leaving it up to Congress and to federal judges to define abridgment. Any future restriction on voting would have to survive strict scrutiny by the judiciary. Remember that Lincoln told us that government was supposed to be of the people, by the people, and for the people. He did not mean some of the people. Recognizing that everyone has something valuable to contribute to society will help us improve elections and society as a whole. Voting rights can turn equality under the law into reality. One day, perhaps, our statues of justice will not even need a blindfold because we'll be treating everyone with respect. After the Tucson shooting of my dear colleague Gabby Giffords, TV commentator Mark Shields said it best when he said, "We saw a white Catholic Republican federal judge murdered on his way to greet a Democratic woman member of Congress who was his friend and was Jewish. Her life was saved initially by a 20-year-old Mexican-American gay college student and eventually by a Korean-American combat surgeon. And all this was eulogized by our African-American president. Only in America. Only in America.